Hi there, Anne O'Connell here from OC Publishing. So happy to be here and see you all. I hope there's a few people out there joining me for the afternoon tea party. I have my cup of tea in my favorite mug. This week at 4 p.m. each day, we're going to celebrate indie authors, focusing, of course, in particular on our own OC Publishing authors. Saturday is Indie Author Day, and what better way to celebrate our authors than to share some of their books with you. Uh, I'd like to focus today on children's books, but also to ask you to think about how you can support your favorite author. Really, the best way to support us and them, I'm an author as well, of course, is buying our books. And secondly, even more important, is to share how you feel about your favorite author. Post reviews in Amazon and Goodreads, because that helps spread the word and gets more books sold. So that's a really exciting thing. Um, One of the biggest support systems for this particular Indie Author Day is the Author Marketing Guild. They're out of Texas, but it's an international organization, and they support indie authors in a multitude of ways. But one way is the Indie Lector bookstore, the website scrolling across the bottom of the screen. So have a look and see what indie authors are there. And you can also, of course, go to my website, ocpublishing.ca, and see the books that I'm going to share with you this week. But as I said, today is Children's Picture Book Day. And we've got quite a collection of children's picture books at OC Publishing. It's a niche that we've been very excited to develop and expand. I have a background in early childhood education, so it was kind of a natural. Our most recent children's book that we launched just this past summer is Hambone, Why Pigs Have Curly Tails. I'm going to read just a little excerpt out of Hambone in a minute, but by Jackie Arneson, who is a Regina-based author. And second, I have The Little Girl in the Moon, which is by Diane Floyd Bame. This is actually the second book in the series that Diane has of The Little Girl in the Moon. And we're actually working on the fourth book. So there are three books out already of the Little Girl in the Moon series. And you'll have to stay tuned for more information and little excitement about the next Little Girl in the Moon. So this is the big idea. This was book number 2. Diane also has a book that came out last year called Harry the Camel. And these are original paintings that Diane did in partnership with another artist named Yoshida Ahmed. And this book actually is set in Dubai. And what's even more exciting about this book is we also published it in Arabic. So we're very excited about that. And as I'm chatting, make note of any of the books that I'm sharing with you that you would be interested in being entered into a drawing for a free PDF of any of the books that I feature this week. You can leave a comment either during the live broadcast or during any time during the week on the video on the OC Publishing Facebook page, and we'll do a drawing on Saturday as we're all celebrating Indie Author Day. And lastly, last but not least, The Purple Frog, which is absolutely gorgeous. A Nova Scotia author, Angela Jeffries, wrote this book, and it was illustrated by Ontario graphic artist Mike Motts. Very beautiful illustrations. This is just an absolute delightful book that talks about being an individual and embracing our differences. And little Hubert the Frog goes through a few little difficulties as he's teased because he's a purple frog, but you'll have to buy a copy of The Purple Frog, or maybe make a comment and you'll get it in the drawing for a free PDF. But The Purple Frog, really exciting about The Purple Frog, and especially since just last month here in Eastern Canada, was Mi'kmaq History Month. So the purple frog is also available in Mi'kmaq. So this is Niskananimuksit Skulch. This is the purple frog in Mi'kmaq, and it was translated by Mi'kmaq respected elder and linguist Dr. Bernie Francis. And if you leave comments about Niskananimuksit Skulch and you'd like to enter your name into the draw for a free PDF of Niskananimuksit Skulch, I also want to let you know that if you contact me directly, there's also a CD that goes with this. But you can also hear the narration on my YouTube channel. So look for the OC Publishing YouTube channel. There's a series called The Author Journey, and the narration of Niskananimuksit Skulch is there for your listening pleasure. So just before we go, I want to give you a little sneak peek into Hambone, why pigs have curly tails. And if you're, like I said, interested in being entered into the draw for a free PDF of any of our books, please feel free to leave me a note. So long, long ago, when the world was very young, there was a little pig named Hambone. Hambone lived at Farmer Brown's farm with his mother Porcina, his brother Rufus, and his sister Prunella. There they all are in the mud puddle, playing around. They all enjoyed playing with the dogs and cows and donkeys and loved the treats Farmer Brown provided, like corn cobs and vegetable scraps. The whole family loved to wallow in the puddles in their sty because getting all covered with mud was just what pigs do. Just like all the other pigs, Hambone was round and pink with a long, straight tail. Yes, all pigs had long, straight tails in those days. Hambone looked like all the other pigs, but he was different. Why was he different? If I can get this page turned. Hambone was different. Here he is with Farmer Brown. Get this. Hambone was different because he had very unusual tastes. He so desperately wanted a dill pickle. Now, how did Hambone know about dill pickles? Well, he had seen Farmer Brown chomping on something green and drippy, something that made Hambone's mouth water. Mama, Hambone asked, what is that green thing Farmer Brown is eating? It's making my mouth all watery. That's a dill pickle, said Porcina Pig. They're a delicacy enjoyed by humans, but I don't know why, because they are green and drippy and sour. And that's just a little teaser about Hambone and how pigs got curly tails. So that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about the children's picture books that the titles that we have at OC Publishing, and help me celebrate the indie authors that have published their books through us. And enjoy your cup of tea and have a little sip. And we will see you tomorrow again at 4 p.m. when we will be featuring historical fiction, which is another genre that OC Publishing publishes. So until then, please, happy reading, support your indie authors, and keep reading and write lots of reviews. So I hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.